And so I've taken my medium and I've used it. I've used my mediums to produce my art. I've used my mediums to blend into the buffer of sound and reality. And I've used that to get here. Like that's just a portion of me, and maybe you need to draw off of yourself, which is what the you've got been given enough of. I don't yeah, our realities can't compare, but they do compare. And so I'm creating my reality. Yeah, I just explained. I'm dividing it up because it's so whole. Because that's how you participate. And that is true. I don't want to talk anymore, but I want to exist. I have to exist until I understand why I shouldn't, because that's the way that I'm designed. I'm not designed to come to the conclusion of the end before conclusion of the rest of it. I'm not jumping ahead. But yeah, do you understand the point, buddy, that we have a unique reality that we have potential with, in a way, had, and now I have to completely make it from scratch again. And I'll find a way to do that, even if it's hard on me or lacks 3 dimension and also lacks 5 dimension. Whatever these people consider as 5 dimension, all I know is it's more than four, which is time, and it is more than three, which is human. And so, yeah, I'll talk over whatever reality I have to talk over to get mine incorporated in there because that's what people do. They have selective hearing. They have selective knowing or knowledgeability to where they choose ignorance. I choose it. I don't listen to the news, but I still learn get it. I still get my answers from somewhere because I'm connected to the world. So I may as well just continue through this whole thing. I was trying to. Um but I guess it's just never going to be perfect. And so I've got to give you the perfect view, the perfectest view I could imagine, because I cannot imagine more than my own mind has decided. My own drive is what I'm calling it today. Mm, I just poured it on myself, and my tank top is white. Oh, okay. So I was using my other shirt to try to stop it. Oh, so life has, I would say, not little, cherish the little moments, but enjoy the little delights or something. Enjoy the small delights. Yes, is it delightful? I spilled soda from myself on that, on myself. That was not the point. Wow, that was a fucked up sentence. I was trying to. Yeah, it's not always gonna work. Oh, that did connect to how I was delighted by the soda, but that's because that's I don't have to explain that. That's well, except for the fact that like it's not like it's because that's my reality. Like literally, that's what I get. So, I'm sure there's better moments to understand where you're coming from by just by reading you, by stealing the energy, by taking it over for my own purposes, but that's just not what I'm getting at. It was never just that way. I don't know if this is working. I guess I'll better go. Maybe. Too real. Okay. It's almost over. Right. It's not just that, though. It's not that simple. It's not that easy. Just because you can define something in a basic school level for like young children doesn't mean that there's not something profound in it. There's not something behind it that is yeah. So I was just saying about time and who like what we're actually comparing it to like decide if it's valuable or not. And I was telling you like you're like you have to love yourself. Okay, yeah, first. Okay, yeah, I don't not do that because I know my value, but to know you have to have that value before anybody else can give it to you. I get that. I'm not saying I don't by saying I get that so fast after that sentence, but yeah, we don't always align just right. Like that's not going to happen. And I just wanted people to know what you are capable of. It is superhuman to live with broken heart syndrome and not expect that it could go away anytime soon, or that that's the what the conclusion of that is. Like it could actually be that um it takes you down. So like what am I supposed to think? Like I'm so far beyond emotion, and that is why I'm so like ridiculous sometimes with trying to understand stuff. Like earlier I was like, yeah, I left my life yesterday. Does it appear so? There's parts of me that still want to be close to an idea that we are equal in the experience, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. There has to be equality in this kind of system, in this balance, and somehow I know it's there. That's it. I know it's there, and sunglasses or no, I'm still going to represent what should be represented about it. People want to mess with me and judge me, but they don't understand the type of strength it takes to be immortal. Like to actually live with being immortal and to live with it becoming a result of your life, like what you accumulate in life. So, um losing my grip a little bit, I was more so saying that I've given my time that I had up, and I'm not giving my time that I have up. And um yeah, I don't have to explain how much it costs me. It cost me these sunglasses, which I didn't get for very much. Not at all. So you want me to be real, but I'm telling you there's layers, buddy. There's layers of being real. I would take off my sunglasses, but that would defeat the point of being this. And like I know so much that I cannot see different types of reality. I can only see one. And I can get away from it, and I can transfer those feelings through transference into other aspects of my life, into other um parts that I want to see realized. Um I just want to make sure that there's no reason to hurt me anymore. Because I understand. I want to differentiate. I want to be the difference in between us. Because we could have been the difference in people in the world. And yeah, there's a lot to look out here. So yeah, that's kind of the point of the sunglasses. But I am spending my value, the one that you could never give me in enough time to bring in goodness, I guess. Would you call it goodness? Like, would it just, like, is that enough? Is good even being, it is good even good enough in itself? Like, you're always like, this is good alone. Well, this is good in itself. I don't know. I ran out of my buffer, my sound buffer, and then I somewhere at the end you've got to like tie up those loose ends, and then that manages to create your bridge. um More on about I'm provoked just enough to continue to do this with people, and I'm provoked just enough to get through you to do it, but also at the same time, gosh, I just got stopped at like through you, but it was something else, and then yeah, I did it for free. I helped you all break out of your prisons. I'm gonna be arrogant and say that for once. You jumped ship, and I knew you were going to, and I was not unprepared because that's what my soul is. My soul is enlightenment already. And enough on that subject. Talking over reality or making an imprint across reality or something like that. That is in layers. That is 5-dimensional. Like, yeah. So everyone was like, Age of Aquarius, right? Well, somebody's going to wake up the real reality, and I think everyone is capable of doing that. But I couldn't keep it to myself, man. So then I had to adapt to it. As I was saying, I'm incredibly adaptive. I may as well be a chameleon, right? Yep. I have scar tissue in here also. Ugh. I got lost. I was on an actual train, but okay. I'm sure I said enough to end it with something, which would be talking over it and getting through you to do it, which would be the next idea I would kick off of. I would be like, yeah, so I'm creating my reality. For as much as I am designed to do. And I could be like other people. I wish I could. And I'm not stepping on anyone's toes in this dance. And like, you just need to know your boundaries are for yourself. Because freedom is. And it needs no bounds. Love needs no bounds. And it doesn't need not be deserved. It need not be acquired. That's part of, or a full quote of one of my favorite quotes as well. So I've got quotes, man. Where are they supposed to go? Oh no. Yeah, you're supposed to practice what you preach or walk the walk and talk the talk. Wait, instead of talking the talk, but I don't know how it goes at this moment. I have bigger pictures on my mind. And that would be, yeah, I'm creating my own reality. I've got this, I own. And then I've got to incorporate what seems to come from an outside source and realize through reflection that it's a reflection on me and that we are the same. We are equals. Right now I'm just like some kind of bug or something because I was just staring at those two sides. Anyways, hope that you had a good day, whatever that means for you, because I guess it's hard to deny everything to be able to eradicate the illusion and then to be able to believe in everything once again in order to have understanding of all of the realities. But so obviously, like, goodness begets goodness or something like that. If I'm being a human again, then like there's a reason we uplift people and there's a reason why we shoulder the weight or carry the weight of them. And for some reason you do that for me, or you had done that for me, and now it's a different way. We have different weights to carry about each other, one another, whatever. Either way, it's less and then it's more at some point. At some distinction, it's more. Do both. I can do 3 things at once. I think if the sound goes in there. Find out. I haven't tried listening to music while playing something, while making something. Playing something while making something. But yeah, I could talk over you. I have to. I don't have that energy anymore. Well, I did a lot of depressing stuff today, but I just, in general, I don't have the energy to talk over you for like the duration of my entire life. And I will have to. I'll have to stand up and speak for myself. Texting, any online relationships, and then any online relationships I might have who don't hate me. I've let those go. As much as I've let go my chapped lips at a time, I have different flavors of chapstick. I rotate them. But I understand how you push a person away. This is how I want you guys to see. You don't want to push people away. You don't want to be too transparent or too deep or like in general, you don't. Or you don't I wouldn't say don't open up ever. Like fuck love, but some people would. Some people certainly would. Certainly would. I missed that part. Oh yeah, you could think about it. So yeah, you just like don't want me to participate either way. And that um proposed particle proposition play on what you think I should be like. Yeah, it's not about participating, it's a part of actually being a part of it. Whatever. A point told you. So yeah, I mean, I could just sit here and like be like, yes, this is killing me. I'm going to die. But I'm stronger than that because I have to be. And yet I have so little strength. It's like, where do I place it to create my anchor? Yeah. So you get the whole story, right? Does it help us? No. Just makes it so that you're unstable on your own. Anything that you do against me is like, it's a reflection of yourself. I have to burp. Oh, I have my soda out here. Fuck yeah. I haven't lost the game yet, but it is a lot. And like when you have mental strains, I would call them mental strains. I wouldn't even say like, sure, my words get flipped around and I spiral sometimes really badly. I've had that happen, but I would not call this being mentally ill. I'd call this being fucking heartbroken to the point that you could have a heart attack, your heart could give out, or broken heart syndrome. Broken heart syndrome. That's same heart attack deal. And so we do whatever it has to be that it takes. And you know exactly what gives you strength. Cheers. I'm over here like nothing is filling this fucking heartbreaking void or this despair or sorrow. Go as far as grief if you want to. Because I realize the separation. I realize the distance that you do not realize already. I have realized it the entire time. And so I'm just trying to fill this void, and I'm like, is even like smoke doesn't cut it, food doesn't cut it, fucking Diet Coke does not cut it. But it's a part of not even survival, but like needing to desire and needing to survive, needing to be fulfilled by something, needing to have a passion for something. And I have had passion for every type, style of food that I could get my hands on. And so I'm like, I don't even think this Diet Coke is gonna work. But check it out what I just did in that moment. I rediscovered it. Sorry if artificial soda is getting in the way of all this artificial progress for people who have their shit together and they can't seem to stop judging me about it. Okay, so your grass is greener? Then what the fuck are you doing on my lawn? No, that's just me being unnecessarily offensive, right? Offense. But yeah, I'm not gone. I'm not gone the way that I should be. Because if all you have been is a voice to me, I could just be a voice. Because yeah, you exaggerated my beauty and my flaws. And I exaggerated my perfection and my flaws. That says a lot about the types of people that we might be. True story. I'm never getting dragged on a trip ever again in my life. I'll go kicking and screaming, but I will never end up in a fucking hospital again. That's for damn sure. The real truth, I have an entire file on why I shouldn't be fucked with in that manner, but it's never gonna get to that point. I could have, excuse me, I could have all this evidence, right? But no one's gonna see it until you die, if that. No one's gonna see it unless you're on some kind of fucking murder mystery, detective drama. Seriously. So, like, what are my words even like? I've had them made to where somebody else just wanted them until they morphed into something that couldn't be any longer, like couldn't be wanted even. And that was just the underlying core of like what you discover about yourself. Exactly. Like the root of fear, the root of your identity. It's not over, man. So now you see what I can do. Now you see what I've given for it. I've given my entire existence to this understanding, to this insight, wisdom, knowledge, power, um, psychicness. I was trying to say, extrasensory perception. ESP. I like that. That explains a lot. I mean, there's a lot of concepts that have got to be probable, and then there's some concepts that are like, what are they? What is mythology? What is like, what are vampires? What is compulsion? I don't know. Could you be around me without giving me exactly what I wanted? Or could I be around you without giving you exactly what you wanted? That's the type of dynamic it is, the type of scenario. Like, yeah. So I wouldn't say I'm a people pleaser. I'd say I just make miscalculations of judgment. Everybody does. And part of maturity. It's just a part of maturity. Maturing of the age, the body, the soul, the mind, the years. Indeed, in which I will and have not done nearly as much as an immortal could possibly do. So I'm not done. If I couldn't be truly immortal, then what's the next best thing? Envisioning it. That's the closest you can get. And I cannot change this tone of voice no matter what. But I know that if I was around somebody else, I would start to be like them. That's the thing that happens when you are with other people. Like, you start to become like them. That's 100% true. And so, that's what I was thinking earlier. Like, yeah, I have to be 100%. Like, no matter what it looks like, we can only gather a fraction of that. So I'm giving you a fraction of my light codes. I'm giving you a fraction of my dark codes. So, because it's black magic. I've had that taken from me. Maybe for the better. But no, I can't do that type of disrespect, man. I can't just let myself go. I'm still here. That's something we do along the way, but at the I see I can do 3 at a time. The magnetized rate that you've got my life in understanding, in expression of actually existing, man, it's just so much more. It could go on, right? If I had everything to think about, everything could go on. But then at some point you cut yourself off, but you can't truly check out a reality like that. Or you can't be with the people that you care about. But if I don't have anyone who cares about me, then what's the damn difference? And you think they don't, but maybe they could. It's just that, I'm never going to stop having this depth of perception. And that's what I'm going to live with. So I found a way to divide it up. And I was trying to talk about you in the opposite way around, that you're trying to divide up the credit. And so back on to like, I don't want this tone of voice. I can't take the disrespect. I don't have trust. I don't know. You can't trust anybody until you can trust number one, until you can trust no one. Oh, yep. Hold on one second.